biggest myth. Now these are myths that I've covered that most of you guys might have in the room. Who has this myth that you need to have a coding background? Coding aani chahiye. Yes? I'm sure the BBA students, where are the BBA students? BBA students? Yes? So do you guys have this myth? Coding aani chahiye. It's not my cup of tea. Right? That's a myth, by the way. Too much technical. Yeah, this thing just goes above my head, so it's going to be technical. How many of you have this myth that it is completely technical? This has nothing to do with layman. It's technical. Anyone? Okay, great. Next, too many tools. There are too many tools into this career, and there are a lot of things that I need to do this, a lot of hodgepodge going on into this. So too many tools are going to be used there. So probably it's not my cup of tea. And the fourth is, it's not meant for freshers. You guys are freshers, right? So how many of you feel that this is not meant for you? This is not my, thing, or this is not my career that I would want to get into. Something else probably, not data science. So I'm sure you might have felt this, that this is not for freshers, right? Okay, by the way guys, all of this is a myth. This has nothing to do with what we are thinking. So I am going to also make you guys understand that why this is a myth by giving you a certain explanation of what is AI, what is data science. By the way, before we get there, how many of you are actually interested that, yeah, this guy is talking sense, or there is going to be something futuristic that is going to happen? I would want to explore such a field. Who would want to explore such a field? Who would want to explore data science, AI? Who would want to explore ML? Who would want to get into use cases of Google, use cases of Zomato, use cases of different companies? Who would want to do this? Raise your hands. Up and high. Raise your hands. Okay. Wonderful. So before we do so, it's very important for us to understand that what is the fundamental difference between AI and data science. Okay. So I am going to give you some sort of explanation here. So I want your attention. Okay. All right. So first is AI. That's how I've divided it. All right. Because we are more fond of the primary education system that we've been following in India. So I wanted to make sure that I'm able to replicate the board system here. All right. So that's what I've done. Okay. What is artificial intelligence? So an intelligence that is demonstrated by machines to solve or help automate humans' work. Let's simplify this subject. Anyone who would want to give me some answers on what AI is? Kisi ko samajh aaya what this line talks about? No one understood? Who've not understood, raise your hands. Who've not understood, raise your hands. Just be very honest to me. Who've not understood, and who've understood, raise your hands. Okay. So I'm assuming no one has understood. All right. Let's read it again. An intelligence that is demonstrated by machines to solve or help automate the work. For example, driving. I'm going to give you 5 jobs. 5 jobs that have been taken away by AI. 5 jobs. Number 1 is drivers. Who knows about Tesla? What is Tesla? Where is the driver? Gone. Khatam ho gaya. Right? Gone. Second job, farmers. In US, the way they do agriculture, the way they are involved into agriculture, they don't use manpower to do the harvesting there. You know that? All of this is done by machines. So farmers are gone. Okay? Because why? It's an automated work. This can be automated. The entire work that a man does is monotonous. It's completely monotonous. क्या कर रहा है वो? खेतों में जा रहा है, and then he's using his tools to do what? To do the same job again and again. And he's tired and frustrating doing it. So this is automated. So farmers are gone. Next thing, third, publishers. Who today wants to travel to Bangalore or Mumbai and wants to first of all speak to a travel agent? कि boss, मेरा एक ticket कर दो. I want to go to Bangalore. Who's done this? Who's done this? You travel to a travel agent and then you're buying tickets for Bangalore or Mumbai or Pune, wherever you want to travel. Okay, no one? Who's bought tickets from Make My Trip? Who's bought tickets from different applications? Online कौन booking करता है? Let's make it very simple. Who's done the booking online? Online. Okay. Most of you are doing it online, right? So just imagine the travel agents are gone. All right? So AI is taking their jobs technically. Okay? Fourth job in my list that I have is Army. US Army. Okay? It's starting from US, of course, but then the entire army, who's seen Robot? Rajnikant fan. Robot? Yes? So what do you think is happening over there? The entire army, again, very monotonous. All you need to do is detect your enemies and kill them. Just to be very simple, okay? So that sort of a job, of course, is taken by machines, okay? And the list goes on and on for all these jobs that are taken over by AI. But what are these jobs? These jobs are monotonous, okay? Very simple, very monotonous, all right? And has something to do, repetitive again and again. You have to do the same thing again and again. For example, if I'm walking, my job is just to walk. This is what I'm doing. Guys, you guys are observing? This is what I'm doing. I'm just walking. So monotonous job again. And I exactly know where I'm walking. So I'm using my eyes. I'm using my eyes. I exactly know that this is the podium that I'm walking on. Okay? And I exactly know that idhar nahi jana because I'll fall. Right? So this sort of job again is monotonous. But then I'm able to understand and analyze things through my eyes. And we'll further get into the study of what AI is and how this is being optimized and automated. All right, let's understand that. Example that I told you, 50 years ago versus now in AI. So 50 years ago, we had a human assistance. Here you go. Beautiful lady, human assistance. Yes? Now, what do we have now? But then the gist is that the job of a human assistant has completely been replaced by Siri. Now, if you want to check the weather, you're going to ask Siri, hey Siri, can you tell me the weather outside? If you're going to ask where you need to travel, what is the distance? Hey Siri, can you tell me the distance from Rohini to XYZ place? Right? So the job of the assistants here is completely eliminated. You don't need an assistant and to talk to be able to get an information. Very simple. So replaced again. So that's the example 50 years back versus now. Let's look at further what has happened. The goal is to replace monotonous job. For example, drivers, army, publishers, travel agents, cashier, and teachers. So this job also certainly can be taken care of by AI in the coming time, not right now. Okay? Now the beauty about AI, I will not tell you what an AI specialist does because I'm sure this is going above your head. Let me just talk about something that excites you. Guys, I want to ask you something. If you were to work in the corporate world, let's say in any IT company, pick one IT company, Accenture, you're devoting 10 years there. 10 saal devote kar rahe ho, okay? What do you think your average, sorry, forget your average, what your max CTC is? What do you think you're going to be getting in the end of the day? What's your salary that you're going to be getting annually? I want responses from all of you first of all. So can you answer me? Yes, you. Yeah, you. Yeah. So the question is, if you were to invest 10 years of your time in any IT company, for example, TCS, what do you think your salary would be? 10 साल experience का salary कितना होता है is what I'm asking. Simple. Just give me a number. कितना होता है? I want to ask from you. What is the salary of any person, any working professional having 10 years of experience? What is the salary? Sorry, louder. 15 to 20 is what you said? Lovely. Okay, this man, can you also tell me what is the salary of any working professional having 10 years of experience? Yes, you. Yeah. 14 to 18. Any other clues here? The category? Yes, please can you also tell us? 15 lakhs per annum? 18 or 15? Okay. Anyone BBA students? BBA students. You guys are going to do wonders in future. You know that? BBA students. So answer me this question first if you want to do wonders. Yes, this guy. This guy. Yeah, please. Yeah. 20? 25? Okay. Guys, Do you know if you were to invest 10 years of your time into AI, what do you think your salary would be? 50. I also heard 50. I heard 25. I heard 20. Guys, the salary brackets can be approx 1 CR. That's 1 crore annually that you can make. You guys are getting my point? 1 CR annually that you can make. So having said that, that's one of the careers that if you would want to get into, I'm definitely recommending you to get into one. I want to know the interest level. Who would want to get into AI? Yes? Okay, wonderful. Skills, I'm going to cover later on, but let's move to data science now. What is the fundamental difference between AI and data science? Amalgamation of three interdisciplinary fields: maths, programming, and domain expertise. Maths, programming, and domain expertise. And let me talk about what this is all about. For example, this is what data science is. Technical lag raha hoga, but then I'm going to simplify this for you. This is data science in a nutshell. So for example, I'm going to give you a problem statement, and I am going to make sure that all of you guys participate here in this problem. It's very exciting, okay? 2, 4, 6, 8. What is the next number? 10. All of you, what is the next number? 10. Again, what is the next number? 10. Did someone say 5? No. Next number? 8. Can we agree the next number is 10? Yes? Okay, not a problem. 10 is the next number. But then how? There are two biggest reasons of why we got 10. Two biggest reasons. Access to past data. For example, just imagine if I did not give you 2, 4, 6. Had I just given you 8, and then I would have asked you, guys, can you tell me the next number? You would have got clueless, first of all. Alright? Because you don't have access to past data. If I would have given you 4, 6, 8, then the job is easy. But then if I give you 2, 4, 6, 8, then you get accuracy. That 10 is the next number. Right? Why? Because you have access to past data. Right? That's number one. Number two, patterns in the data. The one that you were talking about was pattern in the data. Right? That's exactly, because what we've understood while we were, in our childhood days, we've been taught about all of this. So we kind of went there, and within just a fraction of a second, we were able to give the output, right? That's where these are the two major reasons of how we got 10. This is it, guys. This is exactly what is data science. No rocket science. So the ones who would want to make their careers into data science is completely possible, because this is the concept of data science. Nothing else. If I have access to past data, I can predict anything. For example, lawyers, what is the job of a lawyer? Now let me put it this way to all of you guys, okay? What do you think if today I am caught in some criminal act? Who's going to protect me? Lawyers. If there's a cut on my hand, who's going to take care of that? Doctors, right? If there is some mess that happens in my accounts today, who's going to take care of that? So for businesses, if there is something that dramatically goes wrong, data scientist is the person who's taking care of that. Something goes wrong, we did not know this, but then data scientist is the person who's taking care of this. Something goes wrong at business, data scientist is coming into the play, and he's taking care of the situation. Moving forward, let's understand. We've just covered the examples, and now what we are going to be talking about is the goal. The goal is to simplify and get solutions for every TDS task. It's as simple as that. The goal is to simplify and get solution from every TDS task. Okay? And the job of a data scientist is to solve business problems, as I told you. If you're a part of businesses, and guys, this is huge, okay? When you go to a company like Accenture and you're working on the churn rate of companies like Accenture, who are you reporting to? When you're solving a business problem for companies like Accenture, who are you reporting to? Tell me, who are you reporting to? Aren't you reporting to directly the upper management of the companies? Yes, because that's the person who's hired you in the company on the first place. And he's given you statements that why don't you help me understand what's going wrong in my revenue? Why am I seeing a dip in my revenue for the company? Right? So he's going to do some analysis and he's going to come out with a solution. And who is he reporting to in the end of the day? The upper management of the company. All right? So those are the perks that he gets while he's into the job. Average salaries is again 14 lakhs per annum. For example, if you today finish your graduation and if you get a job as a data scientist, you're not making less than 8 lakhs per annum as your money. The money that you get, not less than 8 lakhs per annum. All right? That's the demand of AI. So we are going to also talk about the demand here. But then the skills, these are one of the skills. The ones, I'm not going to read this, but then the ones who would want to get into this can also read what are the skills. Okay, these are the skills. And we will make sure that this is possible for all of you guys, the ones who are interested, even slightly interested. I'm going to make sure that that's possible for you. So in a nutshell, what we've understood, this is what we've understood. If I were to elaborate this entire slide in just one-liner, this entire show in just one-liner, this is what it is. Data science is the decision and AI is the product taking decision. Right? Are we guys clear on what data science and AI is? Can we expect some hands? Are we guys clear? Have we understood what is AI and data science? All clear? Right? If you haven't, just read this line once again. You will know what I'm talking about. Data science is the decision and AI is the product that is taking the decision. What is the product? Product can be a form of anything. It can be a phone, that's also a product. It can be a software, that's also a product. It can be an application, that's also a product. It can be a robot, that's also a product. All right? So these are products in the end of the day. Here's the fun fact. The fun fact is the demand. This is the demand that companies have today. In the year 2019, the demand of annual companies were 2 lakh recruiters that they would want in their companies. They would want to recruit 2 lakh engineers or 2 lakh data scientists or 2 lakh AI specialists into their companies. Okay? But then the supply that we were able to give to these companies were just 10,000. There are only 10,000. All of us, we are part of this, by the way. Okay? This 10,000 category is a part of all of us. Okay? So this increased in the year 2020. By 2020, the demand went to 2.5 lakhs and the supply was hardly 25,000. So the fun fact here is that the ones who would want to start getting into one of these careers, all right, can actually aim for one. Okay? Because the demand is huge, opportunities are huge, okay, but there is lack of supply. So the reason we've come here today to speak on this podium, all right, and to acknowledge the fact what's happening in the industry is just to give you certain transparency of what your next move should be. If you want to do an MBA after BBA, that's completely fine. I wouldn't recommend you to do that. Companies are not looking for an MBA degree, okay? Companies are not looking for fancy degrees. Companies are not looking for fancy certificates. Companies are looking for skills. They are going to be paying you for skills. They're not paying you for fancy, expensive degrees. Okay? So the idea behind showing you this presentation is so that you guys have certain understanding of what you need to do next in your career. Because the time that we are left with right now, what semesters are you in, the BBA guys? 4 semesters. The next year, we are talking about just a gap of an year and then you are in the real world. What are the other programs? BJMC? Do we have students for BJMC? What are the semesters you are in? 4 semesters. And what other students do we have here? BCA. What are the years that you are in? Semesters? Second. Final semesters. Okay. So the bandwidth that we have of time is pretty less. And the exchange of time that we are going to do versus the money. So what I mean by exchange and the money is, time is on us. We are going to be investing time. Money is on our parents. They are going to be investing money. So there are two things that are invested here, time and money. My point is that do not waste your time and money of your parents into doing something which does not give you clarity of where you need to head next. So the reason I'm here today is to show you certain clarities of where you can head next, all right? So I hope we are clear on this. A very simple question, who's ready to get into AI and data science? Who's ready to adapt this sort of a technology? Not right now, probably 5 years from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, a year from now. Who's ready? Mentally, who's ready? I want to know that. Yes? Okay, wonderful. So what we have is something which is one of the most demanding programs right now in the industry, all right, has been opted by more than 1,000 plus students, all right, across the country, okay? And that's what we wanted to kind of present to all of you guys so that if you guys are sort of interested, this is what you need to do next. Let me elaborate what this is all about. So there are two different programs. This one is for management students. When I say management students, someone who does not have a computer science degree or does not come from a computer science background, all right? Those are the people who can get into data science because data science is not a technical job. 80% of the job of a data scientist is to lead, manage, give decisions, all right? That's what a data scientist does. Second program that we have is the PG program in AI and big data analytics. One of the most demanding tools and languages in the industry. Today, when you go back home, do your research, go on Naukri.com, all right? That's the tool that you would want to use. Not now, but next year. So why not now? Go on Naukri.com and search for an average salary of a data scientist. Search for an average salary of a big data engineer. Search for an average salary of someone who has skills of AI. You will know what the demand is and what the hype is all about. So having said that, this program, it's a pay after placement program. So let me elaborate certain benefits of the program, of course. Two different programs. You need no technical background if this is the program that you would want to get into, okay? At all. No technical background at all. The duration for the program is going to be 120 hours. That means 3 months is what we would require as an organization to train you and get you placed within those sectors. 3 months, okay? That's the beauty. Capstone projects are 10 plus. What do you mean by capstone projects? Real life based data is what we are going to give you to work on. For example, Uber ka data, right? Uber has a lot of data sets, okay? Zomato has a lot of data sets to do some predictive analytics on that, on all type of that. So we are going to give you access to capstone project, okay? That's going to be real life data, and then we can let training. All the sessions that you're going to be attending by us is delivered over the weekend. That means do not miss your normal life routine, okay? Enjoy, work, eat, do whatever you would want to do over the weekdays, but then weekend is what we would want from you. If you are kind of serious about this, then weekend is what we would want from you. Not the entire weekend, of course you can go to clubs, okay, to party, but then we would want the morning slots from you, okay? So those are the slots that we would want. So this is going to be the weekend-led training, and 100% job guarantees on us. Till the time you don't get placed, you don't give us the money, all right? So that's the deal here. Minimum package that we can place you on is going to be at least 5 lakhs per annum. Okay, that's a huge number. Minimum package, if you take up this program, minimum package is going to be 5 lakhs per annum and enables 60 plus different job opportunity. After doing this program, you're just not entitled to becoming a data scientist. There are 60 plus different jobs that come along with data science subjects. So that's what we are going to be delivering you. All the trainers that we are going to be, that are going to be delivering the sessions are going to be IIT alumni trainers, by the way. So the credibility comes with the program. Then we talk about the PGP program in AI and big data, okay? This is one of the programs that can aim you to get into AI roles, all right? Not the data science roles, the AI roles, the big data roles. Those are the roles that you can tap. So you need to, of course, have an engineering background here. So I'm assuming that's one of the challenge. So that's that. Duration is going to take you at least 6 months. 6 months to cover this entire program. Capstone projects are going to be 15. Weekend-led training, 100% job guarantee, and minimum package is 6 lakhs per annum. Minimum package is going to be 6 lakhs per annum. Enables 100 plus different job opportunity. All right. Again, you're not just entitled to becoming an AI engineer. You can either become a data analyst, research analyst, market research analyst. Different sort of jobs are going to be enabled for you. Okay. Then IIT alumni trainers, and these are one of the trainers that we have. So there are plenty number of trainers, but these are trainers that I would want to highlight so that you kind of understand what is the philosophy that we work on. Our philosophy is very straight in terms of hiring trainers. We do not hire a trainer who just has some credibility of a certificate. Our philosophy is that someone who's been into the battlefield and who's won the war can actually throw how the philosophy or war looks like. So that's where all these people, if you look at, either they are a data scientist, or they're the data science leads, or they're the data science directors, or they're heading some verticals of data science, so you can look at the profiles as well. Shrimantakesh is a data scientist at Deloitte, one of the big fours. Right? Ayush Kubba, he's himself a director of a company, a data science company. Harsh Singh, assistant vice president at Genpact, heading the data science department. And then Harish Kumar has 8 years of experience, a data scientist at Capgemini. Then we have Shruti, 12 years of experience. She's also a data science expert. So these are one of the trainers. Now the ones who are interested, okay, if you would want to click pictures for this, you are most welcome to do that also. But then this is going to be a roadmap, basically. How the roadmap is going to be? Checking your eligibility is first topmost priority for us. Till the time we don't know if you are eligible for the program or not, we will not give you access to the program. Because there's a claiming job guarantee that we are doing. So we need to make sure that all the students are eligible for this, okay? That's number one. Number two, registration is going to be there. All right. So you kind of can register for whichever program you would want to go into. And then you can enroll in the program. We'll do the grooming. Grooming of the profile is very important. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask my friend Parul to elaborate what this grooming is all about, you know, what personality development is all about. Because so far, if you look at the statistics, if you go to a company or a company is hiring you, you can easily get hired by companies like Accenture, TCS, because most of these companies are hiring in bulk, but they will not give you the kind of quality jobs that you're looking for, the facility that you're looking for, the credibility that you're looking for, the satisfaction that you're looking for. That's not there in the picture, all right? That you're going to only experience once you're there in the jobs, all right? So having said that, this is very important, so I'll leave this topic to Parul, okay? Second last is you get placed, all right? That's the second last. And then after you get placed, you pay us the fee. So the fee is 15% of your salary. And this fee can be divided into 18 different months. You don't have to pay us upfront. You can take your time. There are multiple modes, by the way, all right? Facilities of paying, but that's not the topic, that's not the subject, that can be discussed later on. But then this is going to be the workflow of how you can get into one of these programs, okay? Right? In a nutshell, enroll in the program, get a job guarantee, pay after placement. So this concept or this model is one of the first or one of the primary topics or the model that today this country has. Most of the institutes, that you're going to find, you know, across this country will first of all ask you the money, then give you the service, right? You exactly know what are the companies that I'm talking about. Okay, I don't want to name them, but then we are kind of differentiating ourselves with this sort of a model, and this has worked out pretty well for a lot of students, and that's one thing that I can guarantee you it's going to work out for you as well. Okay, so steps to apply is we'll first of all ask your information, very basic information, your name, your number, your email address, you know, very basic information, which program are you in, what semester are you in, all of that. Then you appear for an eligibility test. Once we have access to your data, we'll give you access to an eligibility test, and then you submit your registration cost. Now there is going to be a registration cost of 10,000, but then this cost is going to be waived off by the end of the program once you get placed. So by the end of the program, once you're going to be getting placed, there is, as I told you, there's going to be a 15% of the amount that you're going to be paying from your CTC. So we'll waive out this 10,000 rupees from your fee later on that you're going to be paying to us. So right now, the reason we've charged, we don't want to charge, by the way, before you even take our services, but then the reason we've done it is because we want certain seriousness from all of you guys once you're enrolled in the program. Because if it's a free service, we will not take it seriously. But then if there is some sort of monetary value involved, that's why we've kept it very bare minimum, 10,000 rupees. So if it is involved, you kind of can be serious mentally, and that's the whole concept of taking that registration fee. If you guys would want to give in your information, the barcode, you will have access to the barcode. It's open to all of you guys. You can scan it from your phone and give in your information for all the people who are interested for the program. So as I told you, your name, your email address, phone number, the program, and the semester that you're a part of. That's about it. That's what we are going to be asking, all right, in the form. So this barcode is going to lead you to a form where you can fill in all the information. So the ones who are interested can actually scan this entire barcode and you will have access to the form. Okay? Let me know once you are done, then I'll move forward. Okay? So that's about it. By the way, if by chance you're looking for any sort of internships, or you're also looking for not getting into data science, but you would want to get into sales, you'd want to get into marketing, you would want to get into content writing, you would want to get into development, you would want to get into different sort of roles apart from data science, then Data Folks is also hiring, by the way. Okay? So you can reach out to us on the given email address. Both the email addresses are open for you. Okay? You can reach out to us through those email addresses. And thank you so much, guys, for bearing me over here in this podium. All right. If I bored you, my apologies. But then if I excited you, thank you so much for having me. I'll hand over the mics to Parul now. Yeah. Thank you.
So the next question I have a habit of asking repeatedly in the session is, are you guys clear? And I want the answer loud and clear, together from everybody, crystal clear. Are you sure? Are you clear? Wonderful. Okay. So Abhishek covered the technical bit of it. And I'm going to highlight the career center here, where we do the 360-degree development of what are the organizations looking for. One, definitely the technical knowledge. And then, what is the companies expect from you? How many of you have given an interview till date? Have you guys given an interview till date? Yes? Wonderful. Stand up. So I requested her to speak for 60 seconds, and for 60, out of these 60 seconds, she spoke for about approximately around 40 seconds. Now the learning opportunity, guys. In 40 seconds, what she spoke, she used the word I 9 times. She used the word have 5 times. She used the word am 4 times. So 9 plus 5 plus 4, how many seconds? Wonderful. And she spoke for 40 seconds? Yeah? 40 minus 18. 22. Which means the effective knowledge which you transferred to me was only for 22 seconds. Fair enough? Yes, no? So, and when I requested her to speak for 60 seconds, she only spoke for 40 seconds. Yes? Now, let me ask you this. If I say that you are the only person who knows about yourself the best, am I right? Yes or no? If I say that you are the only person who has the best product knowledge about yourself, am I right? Yes or no? Even though we are our best in this knowledge, we know about ourselves the best, we could not even speak for freaking 60 seconds. So how do you convince me that in an interview where that to knowledge, which is a third party, which we have just learned, in which you are not the best, how will you effectively present that knowledge, speak about yourself in an interview which will go for approximately 15 to 20 minutes? Yes or no? Wonderful. Thank you so much, Nitika. Wonderful. All the best. Okay, so now it's turn for a gentleman here. Who knows how to drive a car? Raise your hand. Wonderful. Come on the stage. So now, in next 30 seconds, he will teach me how to drive a car.
First of all, it is ABC, accelerator, brake and clutch. And we have to know about the gears, first, second, third, fourth, and reverse. And we also have to know about the how to look in the mirrors while driving, and the
Wonderful. Give him a round of applause, guys. Okay, well tried. Very well tried. Now, so I requested him to teach me how to drive the car. Yes or no? Are you sure? Wonderful. So, now, when he was teaching me how to drive a car, which means I don't know how to drive a car. Yes or no? So, if I don't know how to drive a car, how do I open the door of the car? Yeah? How do I adjust my car seat when I sit down? I'm a little long, tall, guy with the long legs. Yeah? What are the rules of driving the car? How do I put my seat belt on? Yes or no? How many times do I revolve the key to put the car on ignition? Yes or no? So all part of driving the car? So what happened here? Do you think he didn't knew about this information? He knew about this information. He knows how to drive the car. Yes or no? So what happened? So guys, it's a human tendency. Whenever we are in a process of transferring information to the other party, we tend to assume that the other party already knows about some part of this information. Yes or no? So what are the spellings of the word assume? So next time, please don't assume. A-S-S-U-M-E means when you assume, you make an ass of you and me. Yeah? In a process of transferring knowledge, right? Yes or no? Wonderful. Thank you so much. So this career center will develop you 360-degree in terms of your presentation skills, in terms of your communication, in terms of how will you be giving interviews. Because once you have earned the technical knowledge, now it is time for you to articulate this knowledge to the prospective interviewer. Yes or no? So we're going to prepare you from how to give interviews, presentation skills, communication skills. We'll teach you how to build your LinkedIn profile. We'll teach you how to go ahead and we'll also give you opportunities to participate in the hackathons. Yes? No? Maybe? Interested? Wonderful. So how many of you are registered here? How many have stored your information on the QR code? Raise your hands. Oh, lovely. I have a good number here. Great. So guys, thank you so much for your patience. Hope you enjoyed the session and see you at Data Folks soon. And once again, thank you to Dr. Nivedita and the whole placement department for giving So for giving us the opportunity to interact with you all. Hope you enjoyed the session. Have a lovely career ahead. All the best, guys.